Hello, awesome YouTubers. I just wanted to give you some insights and tips on starting your own course. So everybody has a skill, a special talent, something that they want to impact the world with, and something that they feel like they could teach. And if that's you, then stick around and listen to what I have to say. So I'm teaching a course on how to sell online e-commerce, Poshmark, eBay, Tradesy, all the different sites. And because right now we're in the pandemic and there's just people staying in, this is just a way to pivot your business. If your sales are slower, even if they're not slower, this is also another way to bring in residual income, where passive income, where you're just doing your thing and money is just coming in. And I wanted to give you tips on what to do and how to do it without paying all this huge fees and all of that. So what you can do is I linked on my descriptions. It's called Zenler, new Zenler. And basically you would just sign up with them. You could use that link for the sign up. I'm actually an affiliate for them. And everybody knows that I do my homework and I'm super cheap. So this is like the cheapest site for me personally, is that you pay for the full year and it's like really inexpensive because they're in beta, which means that they're just testing. So basically what I did was I just announced it in my Instagram, like, hey, I'm teaching a course. And you can announce it in your Facebook groups, wherever you have your following or your social network group. And maybe you don't even have one, that's fine too. But if you do have one, you just announce your course and you say, hey, if you sign up in my course and you promote my course with you, then your network, then I'll give you a discount. So what you want to do is you could either go create your own little Instagram post or Facebook post on Canva, and I'll link that down below. Canva, you could just, it's just more pretty, or you could talk to or email somebody that can do that for you if you're not good with advertising or marketing. My sister-in-law, she's amazing, so she did my little advertising for me. It's just a post, like a small post that you can have to share with your friends and family. And then when they share, say, I'll give you $20 off or whatever, if you could post in your link. So it's like they're free advertising for you, right? And then you want to not even create the course yet, which is even more of an interesting thing to think of, right? Is you want to create the course after you actually start to see you got your customers and people are coming into the buying your program. And in that way you get to ask questions in between the process of making the course, so that you can make the course even better for them. And before you do this, all this is also, you want to think ahead of time, like, who is the audience you want to sell this course to? Have an avatar. I made a video about avatars and I'll link that in my description. Avatars is like, who's your customer? What does she look like? What is her job? What is her career? What does she have that's a big problem? And then you solve that person's problem and you advertise to your friends and family. And in the midst of making that course, you want to at least, prepare one module. And when you prepare that module, you would tell them, you know what, I have this one module and you're gonna pay for the launch price, because that's going to be discounted because you don't have the course yet. And then once the course launches, then you'll have that other price that you want to sell it for. So for instance, let me give you an example. Mine is $99 if you pay up for the pre-launch. If you tell your friends or family, it's $79 if you post it on your social media. And then in March, it's $4.99. And do not be afraid to put a high ticket price. If you put in that much content and that much work into it, you can demand a higher price point, even thousands of dollars. That's fine. Whatever you think your value for the audience is, you can put a price point. if you have good marketing skills, that you can do that. And then I signed up for BetaZendler, which is linked down in my bio. And basically I created the first module in that thing, the beta module. And then I just emailed the people. I have like maybe 30 students, 25, 30 students. And that's easy money right there. And basically I just emailed them, welcome to my course. And then this Friday at 1 p.m., if you're in my course or if you want to be in my course, you could just direct message me or join my course down there. It's going to be a live class. So the reason why I like BetaZendler compared to all the other course out there like Teachables and Think Terrific and all those different ones is the fact that you can have live webinars, live classes, and live Facebook and YouTube. Isn't that amazing? And not only that, you also get a live online community. Like it's an inbuilt Facebook, inbuilt live Zoom, and it's all in that one platform. So I didn't want to do separately. I didn't want to be like, hey, this is the Zoom, hey, this is the Facebook group, hey, this is my modules. I wanted everything all in one site, and that's why I chose this site. And so after I have my Friday live, and they'll give me feedback, they'll ask me questions, and I'll answer all their questions, and I'll do the draft for that course, and then I'll put up that course. And then the next month I could do the other course, which would be H&M, how to sell on H&M, and then how to sell on eBay, how to sell on Poshmark, how to sell on Tracy Vestiaire, Mercari, and Amazon mindsets, and then also social media marketing. So they get all of that, and I'm gonna be giving to them every month, so it's not too much. And in the midst of the 8-month, every time I post on my social media, like, hey, this is what's going on, I'm marketing my product. So I'm bringing in more students during the time that I'm building that course. So this is revolutionary because it's like, instead of just making the course and then just having a launch, throughout the whole 8 months that I'm spitting out courses and modules, I could also get more sales for students. And then once March hits, I'll have that $4.99 base point, and then I'll just be marching, doing launches in my Facebook group. So this is just while I'm selling and thrifting and purchasing items like my normal, I already made like over like $2,000 something less than a month or 2 months, just because I'm getting students coming in and enrolling in my class. So this pandemic is a time that you get to be alone with yourself. You get to reflect what you want for your business, and you could pivot your business. And the online e-commerce learning industry is like $1 billion industry. And if you like teaching, if you're comfortable with the camera, if you have a following and people trust you, and even if you don't have a following, you could advertise on Facebook, you could advertise on Instagram. There's so many different ways that you could still get your content out there. If you don't have a following, that's fine. But you know, you could also cultivate a following as well as when you're creating your course, so that you can have that. And I really highly also recommend is there's a Facebook community in that Zenler course. You could use that to just foster more connections. And you want to get testimonials. So as you're teaching each course, or as you coach people, things like that, you want them to say, hey, can you just give a few sentences of how I helped you in your journey? And then just have that as a testimonial, because the more testimonials you have, the more people trust you, and the more you can sell these courses to other students by just telling them this is what happened and this is what maybe you can have. So you're like constantly testing your course, tweaking it, but you're also getting testimonials. And you know what, it might not be perfect the first time around, that's fine, but it's not, it's so much easier than what people think it would be. It's something that you just have to force yourself to do. If you have it in your heart and you're fearful, just make it happen, you know, and make it a goal and say like, okay, I'm going to do 2 modules a month, and I commit to advertising at least once a week. They say advertise 20-80 rule, advertise only 20% of 80 times that you're producing content. But I'm like, whatever, I just advertise as much as I want. You know, if you have that gumption, then that's fine. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope that you can really share whatever your heart's desire is that you want the world to know. And who cares if nobody buys it? What if nobody buys it and one person buys it? Maybe your mom or your dad buys it and it changes their life. It doesn't matter. It's not about the outcome. It's just about the process and putting yourself out there and being really brave about what you really want to share to the world. Okay, thank you. Hope this helps somebody. Please like and subscribe. And the new BetaZendler is also there if you wanted to sign up with them. And thank you for watching. Bye.